Welcome back, trainers. We're going to be using one of the spiciest, hardest spice picks to use, my opinion, because it has a double debuff moveset, and that is going to be Shadow Staraptor. This thing's awesome. I've been saying I hope it gets a community day soon because although it does have great moves, Brave Bird in close combat, they're, double debuff here. And as far as other moves, they're just not that great. So it would be nice if we can get one of those community days for this in the future, as well as potentially even Dragonite with Superpower. That is something else on the list too. But nonetheless, definitely a hard Pokemon to use, but very rewarding if you can pull off those wins. And it is pretty fun to use here. We're going to be pairing it up with our Community Day Alolan Sandslash with Shadow Claw. And as far as the Machamp, we do not have payback on it. We're just going to be going with Rock Slide and Close Combat, or should I say Cross Chop, Close Combat. I mean, you could run that if you want. And take a look. This is my shirt here. Just if you're interested to support me here, maybe if you want the Spice shirt here, it is going to be that Staraptor. I do recommend you get it in the tribal tee because they're just very soft. And if you put them through the washer by accident and you hang dry your shirts, they don't really shrink as fast as the normal shirts would. I put mine through like several times and they're still looking pretty good. But hey, I'll have a link down below if you're interested. Anyways, let's get into these battles here. If you do enjoy these videos, make sure you hit that like button. It really is appreciated. And let's see what we have going on here. All right, so we will be maintaining the same team the entire time here. I do believe we will swap the lead for Machamp. All right, so we have a Cresselia. This is absolutely amazing for the Sandslash. This thing, okay, is XL. And man, we've showcased it before and it is just amazing. So they're going to be swapping and bringing in an Escavalier. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Machamp to do the counter and cross chop thing here. And man, oh man, Shadow Machamp, it really does never let you down. All right, so we're going to shield this up so we can outpace them here and potentially take this win. If they want to double shield this Escavalier, by all means, be my guest. That's going to leave them shieldless, and then we could potentially bring in the Staraptor, and they're going to let it go. We win the matchup. Sounds good to me. Now, here's the thing about this Staraptor, folks. It's not like only having two Pokemon because it's obviously something, but it just cannot take a hit. It just cannot, even if it's not very effective. It's still going to be doing a ton of damage. Just, man, I just want to use the regular Staraptor maybe. All right, so Flamethrower. I mean, look, there you go. Down we go. All right, I mean, it's... So we're going to go ahead and go for the Bulldoze, and we get a shield out of them. It is a Shadow Stab from a Houndour, and that is a spicy pick that they got over there. Very nice. But we're going to be able to make it to another Bulldoze and take them out. Still have a shield left, and here we go. This is getting a little bit close, although, we do have Shadow Claw, and that's where the Shadow Claw is going to be coming in play. Powdered Snow is great. You're going to get great energy gain, also stab, but Shadow Claw gives you the edge up against certain types, and specifically this Cresselia matchup. I don't think there is a better example as to this thing just completely shutting it down. Focus Blast, Grass Knot, Moonblast, all of those are resisted. Shadow Claw super effective, and you take it down. We're taking the win, looking good. Let's move on to our next opponent, leading with that Sandslash, met with another Cresselia. Love to see it. Let's go. Now, you could run payback, I suppose. I'm just going to be going with the Rock Slide for the potential Talonflames that we're going to be seeing. Although I don't think I landed a single Rock Slide today on one. Did they just swap into an Empoleon? Catch, very nice. They caught a Ice Punch. We're going to swap into our Machamp. Go for the Cross Chop immediately here and see if we can force a shield, and we do great. So since they've used a shield, we're going to go ahead and do the same as well since we're still at 2. Farm it down. We'll have energy for whatever they do bring in here, and we'll be all set and ready to go, winning that matchup. And a Clefable, that's perfectly fine. We got the Sandslash in the back, which is Steel type, and it is going to be resisting that. As far as the Staraptor, it's going to have its moments, folks, but it's going to be far and few between because it's just so hard to maneuver around. Everything has to be aligned. The stars, everything. Okay? And that's pretty much it. So, up against this Clefable, just putting in the work. This is probably going to be a Meteor match here. We're going to go ahead and let it go. And it is going to be doing a good amount of damage, but we get to another Ice Punch because we resist the charm with that Steel typing Sandslash, just putting in the work here. And we're going to immediately swap into our Staraptor here. Brave Bird does so much damage. Close Combat also does a ton of damage. Staraptor has high attack. The thing just simply can't take a hit, and especially at Shadow, it's just doing, it's doing a lot of damage, but it can't take a hit. All right, so we go for the Brave Bird. They have so little health left, but we're going to be able to take them out with the next quick move in Staraptor, taking the win for us. Let's keep it moving here. What are we going to see for the next battle? A Drapion. So we need to look out for really nothing. All right. I mean, Crunch, yeah, now we're fine. This is an amazing matchup for us. While our Shadow Claw is not very effective, our Ice Punch is neutral damage. But the Bulldoze is going to be super effective up against that Poison type, and we're landing it. So we just need to land an Ice Punch here. We're looking good. The Crunch didn't do much damage. Sludge Bomb is not very effective, so they're just going to have to keep throwing these here. While their Quick Move is not very effective as well, but that's not really relying on damage. Just that fast energy gain. They let it go, and one more Shadow Claw takes the win, and we're still in the yellow. They got an Obstagoon, and we're still getting to an Ice Punch here, and Machamp is going to be ready to go into this battle here and just put in that work. We still have 2 shields, so we'll see how this does work out. And I don't know, I think we'll just let this go. Just to hold on to our shields. To go for a cross chop, we farm them down. What's in the back here? And we have a Trevenant. Alright, Staraptor is going to be resisting everything, but this is going to be another example for you. You can see how squishy it is. Well, I guess not, because as soon as they see the Staraptor, they back out. We can't have any fun, but we still make them push that top left. Let's see what's going to be in the next battle. A Cresselia lead. Alright, let's go. Alright, keep bringing out those Cresselias here. So we're just going to Farm Town here. Now, the reason why I do that is I was trying to anticipate a potential swap to catch or something like that. Plus, there's really no dire need for me to throw to land any sort of charge move on it right now. The Shadow Claw is doing plenty of damage for me as it is. And they go for a Grass Knot. Now they're going to retreat. Looks like they were maybe trying to catch or just swapping. And we're going to go ahead and bring him a champ. And they've already gotten to an Icicle Spear because this thing just farms like a madman. That Wall Rain. Changing the meta. Love to see those kind of things happen here. Going for the cross chop. And we're getting that first shield out of them. Since we haven't used the shield, we're going to go ahead and do so now. If they want to use their last shield on the Wall Rain, that's going to be perfectly fine. Or, never mind, we farm it down. Yeah, that's a better play to do here. Going for the Rock Slide. Folks, Machamp always putting in that work on the Cresselia. Let's get it. And we get to the cross chop. Oh, we're going to be able to get to another Rock Slide. See, now that is the kind of play that'll either help you win or make you lose. Bring it in the Sandslash to start throwing these Ice Punches on that Swampert here. Staraptor still in the back. Now what we're going to do, I do believe this is going to be the battle. Throw these here. And then we're going to be able to take a Hydro Cannon, swap into our Staraptor here. Even if it's an Earthquake, we'll still, I mean, obviously we'll survive that. We'll survive the Hydro Cannon as well. The Quick Move's not doing much. We still have a shield left. They can't get to 3,000 Hydro Cannons, so we're going to be looking good here. And they back out. Staraptor making everybody back out. Let's go. Shadow Staraptor. Love it. Next battle, what are we going to see? A Swampert here. This is still a good matchup. Yeah, no problem at all. As far as everything else in the back, well, we already seen everything can handle the Swampert to some degree. The problem with Swampert is the fact that it's just spammy. It's not that Pokemon can't handle it per se, but just Swampert can just charge move down a lot of things. Simple as that. So we're going to go ahead and let that first one go. Now we need to be on our toes for them to potentially throw in something to take us out and snipe us. They have used a shield. And, well, have they used a shield? Yes, they have. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and farm down. We shield that up. 1-to-1 shield. They come in here with Cresselia. And unfortunately, we do not get off the Dynamic Punch. Or why do I keep wanting to call it Cross Chop? So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Sandslash here. And we're still in a great position. I mean, we're fine. So they bring in a Muck. We're going to go ahead and throw the Bulldoze here. Because these are the last 2 Pokemon. We don't need a charge move for the Cresselia with the Sandslash. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Bulldoze and swap into our Staraptor here. They go for Gunk Shot. Poor Staraptor doesn't even get to have any fun. Just gets gunked on. Are you kidding? Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take them out. I knew that's all I needed to do. And we should be able to win this matchup. Well, it's going to be a slow one here. Let's see if they stick it out or if they back out. Alright, so all we have to do, I mean... I guess, yeah, okay, so call the Future Sight there. We didn't need to do that. I don't think it was necessary 100%, but it feels good to call the bigger charge move over the smaller one that they were going to use. So, looking good. Even if they go for another Future Sight, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't think we actually win this one. No, we needed to get to 2 Ice Punches. Look, okay. We had the Cross Chop. I was getting greedy on the Machamp, and I wanted to get to Rock Slide. If I threw the Cross Chop and done that little bit of extra damage, we could have took that damn win. Damn, are you serious? Next battle, we're met with a Talonflame. All right, here we go. We're going to... Oh my goodness, I was so heated after that battle. I do believe this is right after. Okay, so I've got that heated mentality, so a little tilted here up against the Talonflame, annoyed by the lead. But at the same time, I don't really mind Talonflame leads with Machamp because you're so threatened by the Rock Slide. See, we're getting both shields. I mean, and it is a common thing to double shield the Talonflame, build up that energy, or at least the attack, and then just sweep up, right? Or at least put on a bunch of pressure and get shields afterwards. Bringing in the Talon. Again, I call it Talon. Wow! Staraptor. I'm sorry, buddy. Please forgive me. Bringing in the Staraptor. Going for close combat. They're bringing in a Cresselia. We immediately swap. We're debuffed. We want to get rid of that. And then they swap into a Regice. Now, at this point, I'm thinking Focus Blast, Earthquake. These are moves it has, right? Right? And I'm like, oh, come on. How are we going to pull this off? We got close combat. We need to get to a Brave Bird on the Cresselia. We need a shield still. And they hit me with Thunder, and I'm thinking, oh boy, they've got Thunder and Blizzard. Let's go. All right, let's have a little fun here. Sandslash is having a blast. Another one of these situations where having the Shadow Claw quick move is going to be more beneficial than the Powdered Snow because it is going to be doing neutral damage as opposed to not very effective. Taking them out, immediately swapping into our Staraptor here. Grass Knot, I don't think it would KO, but the remainder health is not going to be enough. So we shielded up. They have no more shields. Why wouldn't I shield? And then going for a Brave Bird, still not enough to take them out. Are we going to actually lose this one too, folks? I think we are. They go for a Moonblast. Wow, what a flex. Moonblasting us with such a little bit of health. And then they go for a Grass Knot and they take us out. They had a lot of energy. I had to leave these in because it's like I've said before. I mean, I may not show losses on every single one. We got a nice mirror match. But I respect... There's a certain vibe I get from a battle where, look, I'm actually not going to even go too deep into that. I respect those battles, good games. Moving on to our next one, we'll leave it at that, right? So we're going to be swapping into our Sandslash. We got a Gyarados out here. They did catch the Cross Chop on their Gyarados, so nice, nice, nice. They did win CMP, so... No, wait, we won CMP, right? That's the reason why they caught... I wasn't paying attention, whoops. Anyways, nonetheless, we're out here with the Sandslash. We're going to let this go. We want to come out of this with kind of very little health because we know they're going to bring in Machamp. But we're going to be putting on the pressure with these Ice Punches up against that Shadow Machamp. There goes one shield. Getting to the next Ice Punch. They're going to take us out in one counter, right? Or two counters at least, so, yeah. Immediately swapping, and they have a Wall Rain in the back. Wow. So that Machamp does have a little bit of energy, but I don't think it's going to be able to get anything off with the amount of health it does have. But with the quick move damage that we're going to be doing here with the Staraptor. Didn't call it Talonflame, sorry. Here you go, buddy. Gotcha. All right, so we bring in the Sandslash. Why am I stumbling over the names today? My goodness. And we're going to let this go. We survived that one. We're thinking, come on. Yes, we get to the Ice Punch. This is not going to KO. We just need to bring it very low. This got very nervous. I immediately swap, and Staraptor, again, we're getting a back out with the Staraptor on the screen. Let's go. Next battle, we have another mirror match with a shiny Machamp. Non-Shadow, of course, can't be like that yet. And they're going to be able to get to the Cross Chop first. They must have high attack. I wonder if that's a lucky... But it doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead and go for the Cross Chop. So we know we're going to lose CMP. Okay, so what do we want to do? Swap to catch? I think we're just going to have to let it go. Let it go or shield it up and hope they double shield too. And then we go in there and farm down. Just going to let it go. Go in here with Staraptor and farm them down. Start building up our energy. And they've already taken us down about 30%, which is nuts. They bring in a Swampert and I don't think we can survive a Hydro Cannon here. Maybe just barely, but I'm not going to risk it. We use our last one, and they swap to catch. We go for the close combat. What was that they swapped into? A Gardevoir. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Sandslash and have a little fun with this thing. All right, Gardevoir takes forever to get to a charge move. We could have probably built up a little bit of more energy here, but we know that we're going to be able to potentially pull this off still. It's not going to be so dire, so we don't need to farm up extra on that Gardevoir. So we go for the first one. We do need that shield, though. They're really getting a little brave over there. So if this is a Hydro Cannon, I mean, GG's. All right. I thought they were going to hit me with an Earthquake. I wonder if they have Sludge Wave. We're just getting off a Hydro Cannon here, and they're going to farm down here. And they're going for another one. Staraptor does have energy. We're going to go for the close combat immediately and taking the win before they can hit the back out. Not saying they would, but we've seen a lot of back outs with the Staraptor on the screen. Let's move on to our next battle, folks. What are we going to see? Swampert, love to see it. All right, it's fine. It's a good matchup here. Again, everything on the team doesn't really mind to see it. Staraptor, We need shields to be down for that thing to actually be effective. All right, at least one shield down. And the quick move not super effective because it just can't take it. All right, so we're going to town here. We will shield this up, and now we got to be careful for them to come in here and snipe us, although they'll be locking themselves in here if they do that. And what are they going to bring in here? What is it going to be? A Escavalier. Great. Going to go ahead and go for that cross chop, do some nice damage here, and they're going to farm us down. So they got 2 shields. Now I think you're going to see the example here. We let this go. I think this is a Mega Horn. Watch this. And oh, never mind. Acid Spray. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one there. So now they're just going to be doing so much more damage with their counter. So we're going to go ahead and get this off immediately. Throw in the Brave Bird. I mean, nothing really wants to get hit by that. It's a Venusaur in the back. And as soon as they see this, they close their app. Folks, look, here, let's talk about this again. Look, just push the top left. You don't need to close the app. It's not going to freeze the other person up. That's an old thing. It used to. You were able to screw people over before by closing the app, going back in, they would be stuck, and then you can attack them. I think there was something like that. It doesn't happen like that anymore. Your best bet is to just basically top left. So you go back into the game, and it's not all slow and frozen for you for a few minutes, okay? Next battle, we're met with an Escavalier, and we're going to go ahead and go for the cross chop and just have a little fun here. We can win this matchup, no problem. They let that go. All right, so we will be shielding this up, and we will be farming them down. Yep, we've used the shield. We're down a shield, but we're winning this matchup. We still have a decent amount of health. And they got a Sylveon. Perfect. I don't care. That's fine. We go for the Rock Slide here. We've got that Sandslash in the back that's going to be able to help us out. We do about half damage to that Sylveon. This is looking great. They're going to swap. They have a little bit of energy, and they bring in a wall right here. Now things are getting a little tricky, folks. This is going to get a little bananas here. I hope you're watching because this is pretty awesome. All right, so if they go for an Earthquake, it is freaking over, right? We're done. So they go for that. We swap into our Staraptor. I'm like, come on, can you survive an Icicle Spear? Yes, it can, but now we can't even get to a charge move. Staraptor, you're the star of the show. What you doing? So it looks like the Sandslash is going to be taking over the spotlight for this video here. So we're going to be getting a shield out of them with a nice punch. Beautiful. This is just working out perfectly, folks. We shield up the Earthquake correctly. They swap into Sylveon. Oh my goodness. They just used all their energy. I think, are we going to be able to pull this off? This was a seemingly almost impossible matchup. I have no more shields left. And they go for the Scythe Strike. Doesn't really do much at all. We have plenty of energy here. We're going. We go for the Ice Punch. Watch. I think I don't think we're going to get the shield here. And then we go for the Bulldoze. And then we're going to be able to take that win. And yeah, satisfaction. Pulling ourselves out of a bad situation here. When you have a Pokemon that's going to do barely anything like the Staraptor and you're relying on your other two, and then one of them is another Shadow at that, things get a little difficult. Great lead with the Obstagoon, and they're going to swap. Bringing in their Giratina, we're going to go ahead and bring in our Sandslash, which is going to be a hard counter to it. The only thing, I mean, if it had Shadow Claw, that's a little bit different. It's going to be doing more damage. Shadow Sneak is decent too, but if it has Dragon Breath, oh boy. It is not going to be a good matchup for it. So this is great. If you did have Powdered Snow, that is also good because you're getting stabbed and you're farming quick. So as far as the quick move up against this thing, it doesn't really matter what you have there as far as those two. So I undertap here thinking I didn't hit it enough. I wanted to gain a little bit more farm, but whatever. We still have an Ice Punch, and they're going to get like a couple of counters. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not bad. 3 counters worth of damage. They swap, and they have a Cresselia in the back, so they have no more shields. So I build up extra energy. I want them to think this is a payback here. They let it go, so that's not great. So we swap into our Staraptor. How am I this is not doable, right? Staraptor shielding up the Moonblast. I mean, that's a good call because we wouldn't have been able to survive that. So we go for the close combat because I'm just trying to get shield at this point, and we're getting a shield from them. And at this moment, I'm thinking, I don't know what to do. Shield or let it go? We let it go. It's a Grass Knot. We called it. Beautiful. They cannot quick move us down. And I'm thinking, we're going to be able to pull this off. No way. So we go for another close combat here. We don't really need to hit these. They swapped to catch. We saw, okay, very nice. So we swap into our Machamp here, and I can't hit my freaking shield. Can I hit my shield? And we're not able to take the win because this game is so busted broken. You gotta love it. When you build up, when you play around, when it's like right down to the last moment and this game breaks, it's so... It brings out another anger, like another feeling of anger. You go beyond the regular anger and it burns even deeper. That's that moment I had there. Whatever. This is gonna be good. Did you see that? Staraptor is going to sweep here. We just one-shotted the Empoleon. Staraptor, get your revenge. Almost one-shotting Giratina. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Shielding this up because I'm like, you know what? What is the hell? Staraptor, you going to sweep up for us? And we're going to get a Cresselia here. We're going to get a shield. Yeah, they said, wow, whoa, 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 whoa. We cannot let that... We bring in the Sandslash, and it is over for the final battle. We're going to have a nice... That was a Staraptor sweep. Shadow Staraptor just sweep. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, folks. Subscribe if you do, turn notifications on, and I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care.